Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name's Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And together we are Mitosu Crafts.
Welcome to our channel. So today Barry is doing an exploding
Fanfold card is what we're calling it.
Exploding fanfold card or Fanfold Friday.
Because when I googled it, I got the results which I wanted. So that's what we're calling it.
Yeah, we didn't know what it was called. But yes, so he'll be doing that tonight using the Beary Christmas suite, including the Beary Cute bundle. Are you doing the bundle?
Yeah. I am doing the
stamp set and the paper. So
yeah, I'm not using the punch tonight, but yeah.
So as we are live, we will say hello to those of you who have joined us. Thank you so much. If you are watching the replay, feel free to fast forward.
Fast forward.
Fast forward to the demonstration. So yes, so thank you so much for joining us. Pop in a comment where you're from, how you doing, and yes, if you're loving the demonstration. So we have Charlotte, hello, Gian, Linda, hello, Valerie. We also have Donna. I can't see it if the the cursor is on the name. Duh. Debbie, hello. Sue. We also have Anna. Hello, Anna. Thank you for sharing your class projects. Very well done to you.
Yes, lovely.
It's amazing. Pauline. Hello, Pauline. Thank you so much. We received your parcel.
Hopefully, we're going to show it, Charlotte and Pauline. So Pauline sent us this lovely little bag, which is made and quilted, and it's perfect for the trimmer.
Yes.
So we had an outing today. We had a crafty day at the local library. We had an outing. Yeah, we finally went out, and it got used for the first time. So Pauline, thank you so much for this. It's going to come in very, very handy. So
love the fabric.
It's hanging up in a prime location right next to our desk. So we can just grab and go.
Yes, and we can see it all the time. So thank you so much. We also have Susan, hello, Caroline, Quinn, it moved, Sister Golden Hair, Joanna, hello, Nancy Amato, Pauline, again, hello.
You're getting confused now, aren't you?
Yes. Sandra, Lolly and Sandy Macallo, yay, happy Friday to you. Marina, Susan Wormley, Betty B, Donna Marshall, hello, Susan, another Susan, hello, and yes, hello everyone. Thank you so much.
Excellent. So yes, so I'm going to be doing the Exploding Fanfold. So that's the name we've given it, and it was requested to us by when we went to Vienna last year. We brought back a load of swaps. We showed all of our swaps, and this is one of the ones which would like to see how it was done. I'm finally getting around to doing it.
Yay.
So, Charlotte, hopefully I've picked the right one. Like I said, I'm sure it'll be fine. Like you said, it'll be fine if I haven't. But hopefully hopefully Jay wrote the request on the right thing, because he was the one who put your name on the back of it. So, if it's not, it's his fault. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do this evening. So I'll show you that one initially, and then we will craft, and I'll show you how to make it. It's very, very easy as well. Cool. So let's go camera down.
Hi Deb, hi Crafty Girl Creations with Jaylin.
Excellent. So, lovely. As Jay's mentioned already, I'm going to be using the Beary Cute stamp set. It does come with a punch as well, but I'm not going to be using the punch this evening, but it comes with a punch which punches out this polar bear right here. And I'm going to be pairing that with this lovely designer series paper. So you get a packet of these, and so you get 6 designs, 2 of each, and they're double-sided as well. So you can got these lovely ones here with this lovely pattern on the back. You've got the presents, lovely pattern on the back here again. I think this is gorgeous with the footprints and the presents with the snowflakes here. Why do they do it where you both sides on one piece? It's really frustrating when that happens. These trees and this one, this is just so cute. Look at that one. Love this one here. This is the paper which I'm going to be using this evening, and obviously it's got these snowflakes on the back here, but I'm going to be using the whole side. So I'm going to be using a 6x12 piece on this one here, cutting it down to size, but I'll show you how that one's done as well. And these lovely polar bears, seals, foxes, reindeer. Oh, there's no polar bears on that one, is there? No. Foxes, reindeers, and seals. and the back side right there. So that's the lovely papers. So this is the Beary Christmas Designer Series paper. Let me just pop that to one side so that the cats don't sit on it. Can I just give that to you, Jake? 'Cause I don't know where the packet's gone for it. So yeah, that's the papers. As I said, I'm going to be using the polar bear one, which has got the... This is the one which I'm going to be using right here. So cut this into a 6x12, and then we're going to be cutting it down to a 6x6 and a 4.5 by 4.5. But I will talk that through with you in a second. You will also need a bit of cardstock here. This is your card base. So this is going to be measuring... I have got this in... I'm going to be doing this in inches, but I have got the centimetres written down. So I've already got them written down. So after the video, I will post them down below in the description so you can go back and you can check the centimetre measurements out as well. But you will need a piece of cardstock, which is your card base, which is 4 inches by 6.5 inches. Okay, for the front you will need a bit of designer series paper, which is measuring 3 3/4 of an inch by 2 7/8 of an inch. That's going to be for decoration on the front as well, and a piece of scrap for your sentiment. So the actual card itself for the decoration on the front is easy. I'm going to be showing this to you with using some retired designer series paper at the moment, because I didn't want to cut up a whole new piece just for this. I've got the other pieces in the correct DSP already done. So what you're going to need to do is, with your designer series paper, if you're using the same pattern as I am, you're going to want to cut a piece which is measuring 6x6. So I'm going to take that out of the top half of this particular one here, which is in the blue. So a 6x6. And then you're going to need to then take a 4.5 by 4.5 square out of the bottom half. Okay, so that will then go down. So you're just obviously going to need to have a little position on where you want it, on what bears you want. So obviously on the one which I've chosen, it works perfectly. The bears don't get cut off at all. So obviously you're going to have to cut his bum off, I reckon. You don't want to be cutting his head off there. So cut his bum off. So you want a 4.5 by 4.5. So just go around and work out what pieces you want to do. If you're using one of the pieces where it's not too much of an issue, you can just go ahead and you can just cut away. So you'll need 2 pieces of paper, one measuring 6x6 and one measuring 4.5 by 4.5. Okay. I'm going to show you how to score these on this paper here, and then I'll show you the finished project in a moment. So on the 6x6 piece, what you want to do is you want to cut this diagonal, not cut it, sorry, you don't want to do any cutting on this. You want to score this diagonally from corner to corner. So using the Stampin' Up trimmer is really easy on this. You just pop the corners in the groove, and then you just score. So we're going to go corner to corner. So that one and that one. And you also want to do it in half as well. So this is a 6x6, so we want it easy. We're just going to score this in half at 3 inches. And then the easiest way I found this is scoring around the edge on this. I know some people have seen it, they folded corners in. For me, the easiest way to do this next part was score it on all 4 edges at 1 1/8 of an inch on all 4 edges. Now this is a large piece we're working on at the moment. The smaller piece has got slightly different measurements. So 1 1/8 of an inch on all 4 sides. Okay, now I know you can't see that properly. So that there is what it's going to look like. So we've scored this one here, diagonal to diagonal, and then in half at 3 inches, and then 1 1/8 on all 4 sides. So that's kind of what it looks like. Okay, pop that to one side. If I bring that up, you might be able to see those score lines in there a little bit better. Okay, and then we're going to do the smaller one as well. So this is a 4.5 by 4.5. Same thing. What you want to do is you want to score this from corner to corner. So that's the same as the large piece. Corner to corner, and then in half. So half of 4.5 is 2 1/4 inches. So when you're cutting your designer series paper bear, make sure it's easy to divide into two, otherwise it starts getting a little bit complicated. And that's that. And then on all four edges at 3/4 of an inch. So I will put the centimetres one down in the description down below after the live. I've got them written down for me, ready to go. Obviously, if you're doing this on designer series paper as well, don't push too hard on it. You don't want to, if it's quite flick thin paper, then just be careful. And then that's what you've got there. So that's with your lines. Is it very easy to see it on that side? No, I think it's easier on that one. But I've gone and done a little pattern for you. So that's what that looks like right there. Okay. Then once you've got these, you want to then fold and burnish your score lines. Now, I'm going to be going the way, I am going the correct way. So I'm going to fold these all in on itself. So you're going to literally just fold all score lines. So fold in half and then fold your diagonals. Like that. Okay. And then what you then want to do is with these corner ones, we're not really worried about these score lines in the middle. They're kind of like extra score lines, but it was just easier to do it rather than fold them in. What you're going to do is you kind of need to go from the back and kind of just pinch it in a little bit, and then you'll want to create this little fold there. So it's really, really easy. Just kind of like hold it from the back and kind of like there and there, finger in the middle, kind of like push in a little bit with this finger here, and then it kind of naturally wants to go in, and then you can then just manipulate it and go around. Hi Mary. And then do that on all four pieces, on all four corners. The bigger one's easier than the small one. The smaller one, smaller this corner is, the more fiddlier it is. Okay, and then that's what you've got. So do that on your middle one as well. So I'm going to fold all the those in. Actually, let's do it on the other side on this one just to show you the contrast. So I have got this on the correct Beary Christmas Designer Series paper. Did I do this one in half? Yes, I did. There it is there. Okay, so I've got that, and then the same thing. So it's a little bit more fiddly, but just manipulate those round and bring those corners in. So, and those additional score lines which we had down here, which aren't necessary, but it was just to say it was just easier just to do the whole thing rather than measuring down a little bit here, there, and everywhere. They're going to get covered up eventually, or you won't notice them. So. Okay, so that's that. And then technically what you want to do is you want to then fit these two into each other, and then the whole thing then folds flat. So when we open it up, we get this exploding kind of like fan fold is what we've done. So that there is how to actually do that. So I hope you understood that. So the measurements I'll pop down in the description in both centimetres and inches, but then that's what you've got, and that's how you fold it. So once you've gone ahead and done that, this is what you are ending up with. So you will have two pieces. And see, this designer series paper worked lovely for this particular one. So I'm not going to actually do too much decoration on the inside, because I think this paper here, it doesn't need it. But again, you don't need much decoration on the inside anyway. But that's that. So these go together, and I love the fact that you use this piece of paper, because once you've cut this bit off, what do you do with this bit here? Well, with this fold, it's worked lovely as kind of like this matte and layer, so it really brings out these two here. It worked well like that, but it worked better with that dark, just to really make this seal at the bottom. And because they're obviously the same colour, it really, really flows. So, good. So that's that. what we need to do on this one is I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of stamping, and I'll just decorate the front first, and I'll show you how to stick it onto the inside of the card. So the front of the card, really, really simple. I'm just going to then just stick this bit of designer series paper onto the front. And again, I really like this present one, and because it's got the same, I've chosen the same cardstock as the backing of that paper as well, the presents. It works lovely, and that pop of colour which you get from this, I think, is beautiful. Okay, so that's that there.
Oh, video is frozen for Charlotte. We're fine.
We're fine at our end, Charlotte. Can you still hear us? Is anyone else frozen? But we don't look like we've got any issues at our end. Okay, so that's that one. And the piece of sentiment, oh no, she's back, good. For the sentiment piece, we need a piece here which is measuring 2 1/4 of an inch by 1 1/2. But that's only because I wanted this sentiment to go in here. Obviously I've not made this easy for myself for cutting this down to size straight away, but let's just hope that I can get this in. So I'm using Misty Moonlight. My head's just going to have to pop in for a moment just so I can get it lined up. And then...
Amazing.
So that's that one, and it does dry lighter as well, like all of the colours do. They do dry lighter. So that's the front which we've got, and then that can then sit on this one like this quite nicely. It probably, actually, I'm going to change quickly. Can you grab me a bit of Very Vanilla, please, Joe? I just want to do that again. Because Very Vanilla features very heavily on this designer series paper, not white.
It is part of the
Yeah.
how big you want it.
Just give me a big bit there. That's nice.
I don't know if there's
Thank you.
that one.
Yeah. So I'm just going to try this here. So we want sentiment piece was 2 1/4. And let's just see whether or not a Very Vanilla works better. By 1 1/2. I'm very conscious of time tonight because we've got something on at 8 o'clock, which Jay's thing as well. So it will be fine. So let's try this again. Sorry, my head's just going to have to pop in.
I'm not fussy cutting that Merry Christmas again.
But it's over here.
I know, but you changed your Bare Vanilla.
Oh yes, I have,
but
haven't
it's got
I?
white. It's fine.
I asked Jay to fussy cut something for me beforehand because obviously he's so much better at fussy cutting than what I am. And yeah, he's just said I'm not doing it again. Because what I've done is I have stamped in the sentiment, and the stamp set, you've got this lovely Merry Christmas one right here, which is stunning as a banner, but is even more stunning when it's fussy cut out. Okay, so Jay has kindly fussy cut that one out for me. I did do it, but I didn't come out as nice as the way Jay's done it. So that's that. So let's have a little look. I'm going to go with the Very Vanilla on this particular one, on the front. And let's stick this on with some dimensionals. Now on the original swap which we had, it had a closure to this. So it had a bit of twine going around it. It had a brad to kind of like close it in place. Now I've decided not to do that. I've omitted that part of this swap, because I didn't feel that it needed it. Because if it's going to go into an envelope, then it's going to stay down, and then it can get displayed like this anyway. So I didn't think
you can hide the because they punch it out, you can just hide it under the sentiment.
Yes, you could. So I will show you what the original person... So the original person which I've done is... Her name is Marie Pauly from France. So it was a French demonstrator we would have met in Vienna last year who swapped with us. It's her idea which I've got from, which is why casing and swaps, if you go to an event or you get the option of swapping, it's a really good opportunity to collect a load of ideas as well. Don't have to do it in the same paper as what they've done. I'm not, but I've got the idea. Okay, so that on its own is a really, really simple Christmas card anyway. So sentiment on the middle, job's a good one. That's that. Pop that to one side. I'll pop my Merry Christmas to one side because I'm going to have to use that in white, even though Jay has told me he won't cut it in very vanilla for me. That's fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this little polar bear here, stamp this little fella right here, because he works perfectly. The big polar bears are too big, I think, with this designer series paper, but play around. Stamp that one out, and then fussy cut. So here's one I did earlier on. That one right there. You can do all sorts of colouring. I'm just looking at how Jay coloured some of his previous ones, but I'm not going to go into doing a bit of colouring. You can, it's again, polar bears are white, well they're kind of like off-whitish, aren't they? I'm not going to do any shading on that, but again, take this to another level if you want to with your colouring, and your shading would look lovely. So that's your elements which we have got. So now for the inside of the card, this is really, really simple. What we can do first of all is we can stick the inner part to this part right here. So we'd fold it flat and pop some glue on this. Now at the moment it doesn't matter if I'm upside down or not, because I haven't stuck it into the card. And that's just going to go onto the inside of the card like this. Fold it flat. And then that's one side stuck in. Oh, I saw Marie Pauly's name go up there. I thought, so she's actually on here live with us, but it's you saying thank you, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah.
So that's that one. And then with the other side, really easily, you just pop some more glue on this particular side right here. And then kind of just make sure that you bring this up so that the flaps are this side here, and then you can then fold that down, because you don't want bits sticking to bits which it shouldn't belong to. And that there now is the inside of our card. We're not sticking any of these sides bits down, they're all kind of just loose, so they will start to come away from each other, which kind of like gives it that fan exploding side of things. It's just literally stuck on these bits. Now you can see the score line on this particular one here, but no one's going to really notice it, so, and you don't notice it on the bottom ones, which is why I wasn't too fussed on those scores. And then what you want to do is exactly the same for the inside. Keep it like this, pop some glue on the back here, and then butt it up against the edge and then stick it down. Now obviously this is where you need to make sure that you've got the correct orientation, especially as we've done the front already. If you're worried about doing that, leave the front decoration until you stuck this in, just in case you do mess it up and go the wrong way. That one there, and then stick down. And if you haven't got glue, obviously a good thing to use for this as well is your tape runners. So you've got your press and seal, would work really well on these things as well if you get very sticky fingers. Good way, we could just quite easily adjust. I thought of that afterwards for stuff. It would have been easier for me to have got to grab the press and seal and just taped all of that up. So that's something which you can use as well. So that's now stuck. Just give that a second or two just to stick down, and then once you're done, we now open up and we get this kind of like exploding box exploding fan fold.
Linda just asked what size is the card base again.
Card base is 4 inches by 6.5 inches.
So folded in half.
Folded in half will be, what did I score that at? 3 and... Sorry. 3 1/4. Of course it is. Half of 6.5 is 3 1/4. just Jay asked me a question. I'm like, oh, I've got quick maths. So there we have it. And that's that one. Right, to finish this up, I thought we could pop this lovely little polar bear out down the bottom, which was fussy cut. It's too big to go for a large one, so I figured down the bottom, down there. Oh, you know what? I think that needs to be done in very vanilla as well. Just quickly. I've got time.
Oh. Charlotte said polar bears have clear fur over black skin. Light reflection makes it look white.
Let's just see. Let's see whether or not a very vanilla bear. How would you shade this, Jay? Just out of curiosity. Just quick. What shading would you do quickly for this bear, just to give him a little bit more?
That one, which I'll be doing on Sunday, but you can do it.
What colour? A blue.
Da ba dee da ba da.
Just realised what you were saying.
Balmy. Because it's got balmy. Light
So Jay is going to show you. So he's got another Beary Christmas coming up on Sunday for our live on Sunday evening, which he will be showing you a lovely idea with this. But I may just quickly just do some very simple shading, just using what he's just put in front of me, just to kind of like just judge it.
Where's the card that was here? Oh. Because I left one. You can show this one. And you can, I think that's pool party. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the very vanilla. See, Jay's going to have to cut me out the... No, it will work. It will fine.
It stands out.
It will be fine. He's going, no, please don't, please don't. It's past. Jay's telling me to hurry up.
Not bad yourself, Barry.
I'm fine. Fussy cutting on this is fine because it's easy. Fussy cutting on that is a different story. So I'm just going to quickly have a little look at... I'm going to follow some of Jay's...
You can show it because I'm not using it.
Okay, so this is what Jay's... So I could have fussy cut that one out, couldn't I?
No, because
okay,
it's on a present.
So I'm just going to I'm using Pool Party here, and I'm just going to just add a little bit of colouring down here, a little bit on his leg, coming down like that. A little bit on his back, and round up to his head like this, down on his chest, down to his paw, and then we're just colouring that one there. So that's just added some really simple shading on that. Now you can't really see that on that, but it's just added some really simple shading, which is just kind of just brought that to life just a little bit more. And then he can sit, I figured, down the bottom down there. I'm gonna think on dimensionals. Well, it's already quite chunky as it is anyway. It will work on dimensionals on this one.
Yeah, as long as it's not in the fold, isn't it?
Yeah, as long as it's not on the fold, it will work fine.
I would have just got one. In the middle.
You know me, Joe. I probably would have put another one on that one as well. But as you said, you just used one. I'm gonna save dimensionals. So I have this little fella going down the bottom. Just make sure it is not on the fold or in the fold, so we can just go along down like that. And then for the sentiment at the top here, I'm just going to grab myself some more. I'm going to take your pick tool.
It's right in
Oh, it's right in
front
front of me. Oh God, it's catching Jay. Jay's always going. Where is it? And I say it's right in front of him. And just take one of these tiny little bits off here, and then that can go like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do with this one is that's just going to go along the top over here. Sorry, my head's just going to have to nip in a little bit because I've got the and then that's in there like that. So that goes down like that. Make an envelope or pop it in a standard envelope if you want to, and then that obviously it will be smaller than the standard envelope. But I'm sure you can make some envelopes, and then open this up, and there you have it. And it will sit on somebody's mantelpiece like that, so it shows off the Happy Christmas, and then you see this lovely designer series paper on the inside as well. So that there was my take. So this was the one which was done by Marie Paul, which was what Paula, sorry, last year, and she used the gnomes and then did it this way here. So that's what she done. You can see obviously you've put a little bit of twine around it and then used it as a closure. I didn't see the point in doing that being myself for this particular project, but that's my inspiration from this one here, using the beautiful Beary Christmas designer series paper and the very cute stamp set. And there we have it. I think this is a normal card, it sits up, and you can probably do something which works this way as well.
Yeah,
it stands up that way as well. So yeah, have a play around with it as well. Halloween, yeah. I was thinking that you can kind of got a monster's mouth, get some teeth in there, and you go. Do you like our sound effects? I'm so sorry.
Tommy normally does it. He's a weird cat.
That's Tommy making those sound effects, not me, really.
No,
honest.
Of course not.
So there we have it. There is tonight's exploding fanfold. Funfold. That's a mouthful, isn't it?
Funfold.
Funfold Friday.
Funfold Friday.
That's all the S, Jay.
Exploding fan for Funfold Friday. Wow.
Well done. Excellent.
So just a quick thing for last Sunday. The second card was this one. So if you'd like to win this card, do check out the video and pop in a comment, and you'll be put in the random draw for next Sunday.
Yes.
So that uses the Beary Christmas.
Yeah, Sunday coming up, 2 Sundays time. No, 2 days time.
Yeah. A very cute bundle because that's with the punch. Aww.
Excellent. So, Charlotte, did I pick the right one? I'm pretty sure we did. So
it's so long ago, she's probably forgotten.
Jan, there's one with your name on it as well, but I'll have to have a little look at that one and see.
Yes.
So I have got your list down. So excellent. Let's go back. I just realised that we've done a whole video about that light on.
What do you mean? Oh, did you switch it on?
Yeah.
Yay!
So, quite like that. So I'm happy with that. I really like that paper. I had to ask Jay's permission though if I was allowed to use the paper.
Well,
because we've got a retreat coming up with this stuff as well. So I'm scared to use the paper just in case I use something which is going to use for a design.
No, it's really pretty. It is so cute.
Yes.
Very cute.
So thank you so much for joining us. Oh, there we go. Tom is wants in on the action. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much. Sorry, I was just watching Tommy.
And we'll be back with you in 2 days' time. So on Sunday the 20th of August.
Yes.
Yes. And Jay will be showing you how to do something as well with the
Another card with a very cute,
Yeah.
which I'll be blogging for the Stamping Sunday blog hop, which is on Sunday. So yes, so look out for that.
Excellent.
But yes, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so, and do share to your crafty friends. We'll really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Lovely. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you in a few days' time.
Take care, everyone.
See you later.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Tommy.